Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name's Clara Z and I do videos on luxury handbags and fashion items. So today I'm going to do a quick review and sharing on a handbag that I recently picked up. I have been searching for an inexpensive white bag and I picked it up from a company called Pei. It came in this box. And I'm not going to go through all the unboxing because I know people just have no patience to do unboxings, and so I'm just going to show you the bag. The name of the bag is called Pei and it's also known as the Gabbi bag. So according to the website, the dimensions of the bag are 24.5 centimeters by 12 centimeters by 6 centimeters. This is the front, this is the back. It has a magnetic closure here at the top and it's just one big compartment. What I really like about this bag is this ruffle top handle. It's kind of cute and I love that it's a little different. So based on the website, it is made out of a vegan leather and this strap drop is about 13 centimeters long. So I can kind of put it on the crook of my arm, or I can hold it as a top handle bag. I could put it over the shoulder, however you can see it is a little tight, so I tend to carry it in the crook of my arm or just as a top handle bag. In terms of what fits, I'm just going to show you what I currently hold in the bag, and I would say it's almost at maximum capacity because if you stuff it too much, the magnet might not be able to shut properly and close. So I have in here a large hand sanitizer that's from L'Occitane. I have my AirPods. I have my Hermes Duo Bastia card holder, a second Calvi card holder. I have a mask cover, a lipstick, and finally I have my fountain pen inside this bag. So here is the interior. It's made out of canvas on this side, and then there is a small card back pocket in there, but otherwise it's just one big hole and it just snaps shut like that. So the reason why I purchased this bag is that because, as some of you know, I have been on the search for a white colored bag, but given that I'm so clumsy, I really didn't want to spend so much on a white colored bag knowing that it would get dirty quite easily. So this was really well priced at around 500 Hong Kong dollars, which is about 60 US dollars, and I really like the design because of the top handle. I find that the vegan leather is actually very soft and smushy. It's a bit more harder here on the bottom, but the rest of it is quite smushy, and the vegan leather is actually quite nice to touch. It does feel very soft, almost like lambskin, and hence I am happy with this purchase given the price. And of course, if I do have accidental coffee spills, that's also okay. So the pros of this bag are that I find that the bag design is very unique. It's made out of vegan leather. It will be able to carry most of the daily essentials that I take out, and most of all, I appreciate that this bag is relatively inexpensive, so that if I spill coffee or anything happens to this bag, I won't feel too bad. Although I have used it for about 2 days and I don't see any scuffing or any marks on this bag so far. So what do I see are the cons of this bag? I wish this bag was just slightly either a bit wider or taller because the magnetic is not that strong. So if you are carrying a bit more items, sometimes you cannot snap the magnet together. I generally can put most of my essentials and be able to snap it shut. However, if I am carrying just a little bit more, the magnet will not be shut, and I do feel it would be a bit insecure in case I had to place my handbag down. Then the items could kind of drop out if the bag fell over. Having said that, the bag can stand up on its own per se, as it does have a flat bottom and it is a bit tougher on the bottom. I also wish this handle was just slightly a bit longer so that I do have the option to put it over my shoulder if needed. However, having said that, it is not a deal breaker for me, and hence I really like this bag. And also I appreciate that the brand on the bag is quite tiny along here and you really cannot see it unless you look really close up front. So this is my general review of the Pei Gabbi bag. So if you're looking for an inexpensive white bag that is generally low maintenance, can carry the bare minimum essentials, and be kind of a grab and go bag, I do recommend this bag. However, having said that, my Prada re-edition still takes the top place in terms of a small essentials bag if you're willing to pay a little bit more for it. It carries quite a bit more and is very well secured with a zipper, and this one also comfortably goes over my shoulder. So I would still highly recommend this bag if you're looking for an easy grab and go bag. However, if you're concerned about color transfer, or you just want to try out a top handle or crook of the arm bag, I think this is also a pretty nice choice, and it's really unique, and you don't have to be carrying a bag that everyone else is carrying, and it is very low key, and most people won't even recognize this or mistake this for any other brand, because I think this ruffle top is actually quite unique. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found this video interesting. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. And if you haven't done so already, please feel free to like and subscribe. And you can also follow me on Instagram. I will put my account down below. I wish you a fabulous day, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye now.